Hi, I'm Marcia St. John Cunning, the Community School Coordinator at Mount Vernon Woods Elementary. And in collaboration with United Community, we are featuring some of the leaders in our community for Black History Month. And we are really proud to have Mr. Lloyd Tucker here, who I knew way back when we were both in different positions, and now he is the Director of Neighborhood and Community Services. And so he is going to be our community member that will be interviewed. I'm also really proud to introduce our student at Bucknell, our 6th grade student, Cesar Gamboa, who has spent a lot of time preparing questions and doing a little bit of research on Mr. Tucker, who will do the interview. So without further ado, I'm going to shift my computer so you can see Cesar, and Cesar and Mr. Tucker can have a conversation.
Hi, Cesar.
Hi, Mr. Tucker. I'm actually kind of honored to meet you.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Cesar. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your interview.
Good thing. Okay, so here's the first question I prepared for you. How many years have you been doing this kind of job? I mean, work.
So that's a great question. I'm actually still I guess a rookie in this current position. This is my first year, my 11th month in my position. And I have been working in human services for Fairfax County for over 18 years now, total. I started back in, 2004, where I started in therapeutic recreation. And then I started doing some work similar to Miss St. John Cunning in community work. So I became a regional coordinator, and then a community developer, and then a regional manager down in the South County area where your elementary school is. And then I was fortunate enough to become division director and then director of our agency. So I've had a really cool tenure, and over these last 18 years, it's been very fulfilling and rewarding working with the community.
Interesting. Okay. My second question is, what was your first job before you became the director of the NCS?
So yeah, and I'm sorry if I got ahead of you. I was the division director of regional services and center operations. So in NCS, we're broken up into 4 regions. We have a region 1, 2, 3, and 4. Region 1 is down in South County. Region 4 is out in the Fairfax Chantilly area. Region 3 is North County, and Region 2 is in Falls Church, Annandale, or what we call East County. So I managed all of the community centers, teen centers, senior centers, contracts with our partner nonprofits throughout the county through that division director position.
Okay. Now here's the third question. How many centers do you manage?
Wow. So currently we have 9 community centers. We have 14 senior centers, and we have 4 teen centers. And I broke it down that way because some of those facilities are co-located. So they're different programs within the same building or facility. Now in my new job, we also have Office for Children, which operates SAC. Have you ever heard of SAC, the SAC program?
Yeah, the SAC program for children to be a kid.
Yes, sir. So we have SAC in my agency that has over 140 locations throughout the county. So I'm lucky enough to work with a lot of great people who help me operate all of those programs throughout the county.
Mm-hmm. What happens at the teen centers?
Ooh. At the teen centers, we have a lot of really cool things going on. Of course, before COVID, we had our teen centers were bustling, and they had a lot of young people ages 12 through 18 and in some cases 22. We had a lot of folks in and out of our teen centers to participate in intramural sports, to participate in our computer learning centers and clubhouses. They would participate in field trips, enrichment activities and programs. They would partner and participate in programs in conjunction with our middle school after school program that's offered at all of our 26 middle schools throughout the county. And they would do a lot of cool movie nights and different other skill and enrichment providing programs on Friday nights and Saturdays at our teen center drop-in locations throughout the county.
Oh, so making it a little fun for the teens.
Yes, sir. We're trying to.
So what happens now at the senior centers?
So what happens at the senior centers is from 8 to 4 o'clock, we operate those. We provide transportation to our older adults, 50 years old and older, to come on Fast Tran. If they don't have their own transportation, they get dropped off at 10 a.m. At the front door of our senior centers. We have what we call lunch or congregate meals each day. And we take our older adults home at 2:30 if they need Fast Tran transportation. But while they're there, they play lots of really great games. They play pool, they work out in our fitness centers, they play mahjong, they play other different board games. They have, like I said, fitness like yoga, Zumba, different memory games. And we go on lots of really cool trips, trips of necessities where they can go to Walmart or the grocery store to pick up items that they need for their homes or for their hygiene and well-being, as well as we go on quite a few field trips to local field trips and regional field trips to plays and different other performances throughout the region.
So helping the community with teens, kids, and now seniors.
Yes, sir.
So do people have to pay to participate in the centers?
So our community centers and our teen centers are free to everybody. We do have a membership fee for our older adults that participate at our senior centers. That fee is $48 a year.
Good pricing.
It is reasonable.
Yeah. So was this the kind of work you wanted to do since you were a kid?
That's a great question. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a physical therapist. And when I got to college, I found out about another field or major called therapeutic recreation. And I was really intrigued by what the therapeutic recreation specialists and students who are majoring in that major were doing, working with various people with different abilities and disabilities. And I truly became very interested and developed a passion for working with people with disabilities and trying to provide accommodations and modifications for them to be able to participate in lifelong learning and leisure activities to help their well-being and to help them thrive. So this was not my first, I guess, work interest, but like I mentioned earlier, I've been able to be exposed and taken advantage of opportunities to learn about other different areas of work related to recreation, social services, as well as community engagement and community development.
Okay, so was it easy for you to go to college?
So college for me was, I really appreciated and enjoyed the academic part of college. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it came easy, but it wasn't difficult because I enjoyed what I was studying. I think the hard part for me, I played football in college, and the most difficult part for me was trying to balance my practice and game schedule with my study schedule. It was very fun. I learned a lot in college, but also it was like having a full-time job from 18 years old to 22 when I was in college because of football.
So in what type of college did you go?
So I went to, the name of my college was Hampton University. That's down in Hampton, Virginia. It is a historically Black college that was founded, I believe, in 1865. And I might be off, but anyway, it's I've been on that campus ever since I was a little kid because I'm from Hampton. So you know, I had an opportunity to, like I said, go there and play football on scholarship, and stayed home close to my mom, who was a person who had a disability. And I was able to you know, engage with her and spend time with her throughout my college years.
Okay. Who influenced you to tell more about you? Like, who influenced you to become a new director?
That's another great question. You know, I've had lots of really great mentors, whether it's formal or informal, around me for many years. You know, first, my mother has always been an inspiration and a motivator for me. And I think I get my drive from her and watching her navigate through her career as a teacher. But when it came to school, I had a few professors who really encouraged me to do my best, and that helped me, as I mentioned before, balance my workload of football and academics. Once I came to Fairfax County, I've had a lot of mentors, you know, who were my previous supervisors. My previous boss, or actually he's still my current boss, our deputy county executive was one. Our chief equity officer for the county is actually another one of my mentors. And I've also had the opportunity of just being exposed and being able to learn from other peers and colleagues who may not have necessarily been mentors, but who have great approaches to and insights into how to be successful and how to get their work done and influence people in a positive way to encourage a great culture and to stay motivated. So I've had an opportunity to really be influenced by a lot of great folks.
So a good childhood with your mom encouraging you to follow your dreams, and teachers who also had more confidence in you to follow them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's only 2 more questions left.
Okay.
Did you imagine when you were a child to become like a director? Like, you already responded to this one, but no, it's a different type. Like, did you ever think you could become a director?
You know what? And I don't mean to sound like a cliche, but you know, my mom always told me I could be whatever I wanted to be. I don't think being a director of a local government human service agency was one of my dreams or goals. I think I am very pleased and grateful that I've had the opportunities to along the way in my career to help me get to where I am and the people who have supported me. But never in a million years would I think I would be a director of a local government human service agency. I pictured myself honestly owning my own, as I mentioned before, physical therapy practice a long time ago. Also, I dreamed of being a professional football player a really, really long time ago when I was little. But I'm very grateful for the opportunities, like I said, that I've had, and for the position that I'm in currently.
Okay, so you had many types of different dreams.
Yes, sir.
So what is your favorite part of what you do in your job?
That is really good. So my favorite part is being able to serve others. As I mentioned, I have a passion for working with people with disabilities. Um, I'm in a helping and a human service field, so I get a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment out of seeing how the services that I can influence, the programs, the policies that I have some impact on, how they can provide opportunities for people who are looking for them or who need them to be self-sufficient, to be able to thrive in the environments that they're in, to ensure that we're providing them with opportunities so that they can be successful like others, even if they didn't start at on an equal playing field. I don't know, you may have heard this word thrown around, but equity really does mean a lot, and not necessarily talking about equality, but ensuring that things are fair so that all of us and all of the people that we provide services for and that we're stewards of resources for, like I said, have opportunities for success, no matter where they are from, no matter what their economic or socioeconomic status is, or their race, gender, no matter what it is.
So you help the community a lot. So here is the final question. What advice do you give us to achieve our goals?
Number one, always have well, you know what? The advice that I would give to achieve your goal is make sure that your goal is clear. Make sure that you have a clear goal, and understand what it may take or what the path to accomplish that goal takes. Have some patience and flexibility, because as I mentioned, I started off wanting to be a physical therapist, but I would definitely encourage and advise you to be flexible with that, because you may find out that on your path to a certain goal, you get introduced to, or your attention is grabbed and your love for something is grabbed to do something different, or you might have a different calling. So I just encourage you to continue to dream. Make sure that you understand what it takes to accomplish your goals, what education is required, what type of training or vocation, what type of experience. Reach out to people who have accomplished the goal that you're looking to do. Interview them. Research what it took for them to be successful. But also, like I mentioned, just be as flexible as possible, because you never know what direction your matriculation or your career path or your education may take you in. When you had an established goal initially, you might pivot and wind up in another field that you'll be totally successful in as well. But it may not have initially aligned with what you were starting out doing. So definitely don't be frustrated, and just have patience, and like I said, be open to information that you're receiving, and hopefully that'll help get you to where you want to be.
Okay. So is there anything else you'd like to add for us to know?
If there's anything I could add, it's just as a kid, I know well, I can't speak for all kids, but we have different interests, we have different situations that we come from, but I would just encourage you to just stay focused on what it is that you want to accomplish. Consult with your teachers, great folks like Miss St. John Cunning, and stay connected to them, because they're a wealth of resource. Honestly, it's nothing can replace a great developmental relationship that you have established with your peers in school, or with your administrators and your faculty and staff that are there to guide you on your path to excellence while you're in school. So definitely, you know, ensure that you're sticking with the folks like Miss St. John Cunning, who is a wealth of resource and knowledge and can provide you with insights that can help to inform your path to success.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I hope you can come visit Mount Vernon Woods Elementary School one day.
Thank you so much. And you know what? I am definitely going to take you up on that offer. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you. I'm no stranger to Mount Vernon Woods Elementary School. And I definitely do plan on coming down there. So thank you so much, Caesar.
Yeah, sure. Wait, but I'm gonna do one part for the round. We'll meet again. Don't know when, don't know where. But I hope it could be some sunny day.
That was awesome. Thank you, Caesar.
You're welcome. And bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. We
He is
really appreciate
awesome.
it. He
Thank you.
really is awesome. And hopefully you can come meet him in person.
I look forward to it.
Okay, thank you.
You take care. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I stopped the recording, so I think I can close and meeting.